You are running on those business credentials. In 2008, you said, and I'm quoting, "We should let Detroit go bankrupt." Today, though, the industry is clearly on the rebound. 115,000 jobs added. Money is being paid back. The president, of course, is in Ohio today, highlighting Chrysler. You also accused the president yesterday of making the recession worse. But based on what we've seen in the auto industry, weren't you wrong in this case? Wasn't it right for both the auto industry and for the American economy to help that industry?
Yeah, I think you're misunderstanding the word bankrupt. Bankruptcy, as you understand, is not liquidation of an enterprise. It's allowing an enterprise to go through the bankruptcy courts so that they can reorganize and come out stronger. And that's precisely what finally happened. When I wrote that piece, the auto industry was asking for a bailout. We were unwise just to send billions of dollars. Instead, finally, the president recognized I was right.
So you're saying the president
took the company, in the case of General Motors.
So you're saying the president took
the company finally went through bankruptcy, went through a managed bankruptcy, came out of bankruptcy, and now is recovering. So look, the right process for an enterprise in trouble is not to be given free money from the taxpayers with a bailout. It's instead to go through a bankruptcy process, reorganize their debts, reduce their cost, and come out stronger.
But the companies actually went through bankruptcy. But so the companies actually had to go through bankruptcy before that bailout.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. The headline you read, which is said, "Let Detroit go bankrupt," points out that those companies needed to go through bankruptcy to shed those costs. And the federal government put in, I think, $17 billion into those companies before they finally recognized, yeah, they need to go bankrupt, to go through that process so that they're able to get rid of their excess costs.
So then, just to be clear, so then are you saying that the president took your plan? I'm trying to follow here, because they did actually go through bankruptcy in 2009. You called the whole process of everything that was happening tragic. You said it was a sad circumstance for the country, but yet it's turned out fairly positive, a lot of folks would say, especially in Detroit.
Erica, I think you're misunderstanding. What I wrote early on was absolutely right. I said these companies shouldn't be given money up front by the federal government, like they were, by the way, both by President Bush and by President Obama. Instead, they should go through a bankruptcy process, and if they did, they could come out stronger and well. And that's precisely what ultimately happened. So I'm very proud of the fact that, in fact, we called it like it was, and that is these companies needed to go through a bankruptcy process, come out through bankruptcy, go back to work, get jobs for the people who would otherwise have lost jobs if these companies just trailed on down. And by the way, we could have saved billions of dollars had we moved to bankruptcy from the very beginning.